24, 26, 32 ounce pretty blue. Stuff in your puppy, snuffing with my buck stick. 22 cent booty pig, 24 make movie flick. 26 mile high club, 3 Sims in the bathtub. Geechee for the lap up. Pray to God you meet each other and mother some. Ex used to hate me, cause I fucked her best friend. She wanted to be a lesbian. Me too, fat bitch on the E2. Back boom on E2, beat you, slide to your one walls. Ebony, POV, met you on Pornhub. Hashtag, all cash, fat ass, no water. Bookings, money daughter. Oh!
What's going on,
What's poppin'?
Weed everywhere. What's up, fella?
It's gotta be, there we go.
Good.
D1,
The only.
D two, real radio. Hey.
I'm
It's nice. It's like a
This
nice
phone
cloud.
lover of
in
life, we in here once again.
Hey, your girl Tia.
Your man Chuck Wagon. What's up, family?
I'm
little
coming with
smoky.
a smooth
Yeah,
way
some
to.
nice smoking.
Little
I like
weed.
that. Can they see that? Can y'all see the smoking there? Like if we swiping and shit, can you see it? I don't know. I like it though.
How's
I ain't
everybody
complaining.
feeling
I
tonight?
ain't complaining.
Good, great,
Shit,
excellent.
all right.
Fucking rain again. I thought we would
What's
be
up to
finished.
everybody in here? Let's shout out. You know, we got a crowd right now, so shout out to everybody in here.
I
See,
thought
they don't
we
never
was-
get to see what we see and shit. So,
Nobody want to see them.
oh no,
They ain't tuning in for them. Say, no, I'm just playing. Thank y'all, though.
I tried.
I love everybody here, man. These my folks, man. Thank y'all for
Sure.
still being here. Fucking rain, dog. Rain.
Dog, I'm still wet, man. You wet?
My pants are soaking wet.
Yeah.
Sloshy.
There's no even point in
I
trying to
stepped
fight
in a
it,
puddle,
like,
young, and my whole.
that's
At least
shoe
I have
went in
flip
there.
flops on
Still in
now,
the
you
bu-
know, so I don't have to worry
You
about
still in
my
the bubble,
shoes
right? You ain't see the. You ain't see the.
wet.
It was dark, you know. I didn't see it, man. I took a step and whole shoe got wet, man. But it's all right,
I watched my 3 little cousins at the family reunion. We got rained out. I watched all 3 of my cousins, all brothers and sisters. I watched them all one by one step in the same goddamn puddle, like
the same joint, yeah.
It's like that black
and all of
ice.
them look at it like, what the fuck?
Right.
It's like black ice. You can't see it.
Yeah.
If you open your eyes,
past
you can
it.
definitely see it. I don't
If you
step
looking
in.
down,
I don't
you
step
can
in
see
puddles. Right? They normally collect like around the curb and
Yeah.
shit like that.
You know
So
where they are.
Watch out for those.
I
You
accidentally
should be.
splashed somebody on the way in here. I felt
With the
bad
car?
too. Oh man, I got them nasty, you know? But I
That's
couldn't even
petty,
see
huh?
the puddle. I mean, like I said, I couldn't see shit.
That's
but
bad. I mean, when it rains, you gotta stay
pours.
away from.
say don't
You
walk
got
too
to
close
stay
to
away from the.
curb and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah. You know it's water collecting right there. You know somebody walking right there might possibly get splashed. You know? I feel.
I mean, I try not to splash people though. I will go out my way, but hey, man, it was dark.
I had
ain't
an
see
uncle
it.
used to do it on purpose.
Yeah, some people do.
Catch this junk right here.
Right. They get over 2 lanes just to
Petty
splash
as
somebody,
shit.
right?
Nigga pockets all wet, money all wet. Got to walk home splashing, sloshy
Hey, man,
and shit.
gotta get a car, man. All right, what's up?
Get out that man pockets, man.
What happened this week?
Yo, this week. Sad enough. Can we get that up there? Mac Miller.
Oh yeah, he
Yeah, what
died.
happened with that?
Today. Mac Miller died today.
What?
Wow.
Today, yeah.
And
Mac
then-
Miller,
I heard them
26 years
talking about
old.
it at the time. What happened?
Potential, they saying
Overdose.
possibly overdose.
They said it was an overdose,
Overdose, yeah.
certified.
And you know what's crazy? This morning I was on Instagram and he was just
a message
messaging Currency about how he wanted to go on tour. He was like, I want to go on tour. He was like, go. Just go. He was like,
R.I.P. to Mac Miller.
I miss going on tour and
R.I.P. to Burt Reynolds.
yeah, Burt
yeah,
Reynolds,
Burt
man,
Yeah,
the
Burt Reynolds. I was
Bandit,
about to
Joe.
say that.
The Bandit, man.
Wow.
That was my man. I watched Smokey and the Bandit last night, man.
You did.
R.I.P.
That
to
is
all
a
them
racist-
discount Nike
That
shoes.
is a racist ass movie, yo.
Nike.
That is a terribly.
Shouts out
R.I.P.
discount Nike shoes.
Nah. You know what's crazy? Nike actually went up 27% or something like that. They're buying whatever their normal buy is for the month, up 27%
That's
now.
right.
You can keep your pedophile fours and shit. Like we don't want them. You know, people that are burning their Nikes right now are getting the what's an ankle joint? What's an ankle problem that old people be having? The orthopedic 9s and shit. Nobody wants the barbecue 7s and shit. Like you good. Like we don't
think
want
about
your
it, though.
money and shit. You see the dude that burned his shoes on his feet?
No.
We don't want Nike. Don't need your money. If you burning your shoes,
But think about it. Nike already got
On
his
your
money.
feet?
That's the part that he
That's
don't
what they don't
understand.
you already burning your.
That's
You
what
burning
Why
they
shoes
you, why
they
you
already
burning
paid
shoes
for.
you already paid for?
That
You
shit
remember
came
when they
out-
were? You remember
Great
back in the day?
marketing.
They
Great
came out
marketing.
You
with a
remember back in the
list
day
of
when
rules.
they were crushing R. Kelly? R. Kelly tapes, and they were people going in the stores and buying all the R.
Right.
Kelly shit
Buying
they
it
could
and
buy,
then crushing
and then
it,
taking
like,
it outside, and
He
you know,
still got paid
it's
for that.
symbolic of what
Yeah.
he still. You know what I'm
just paid
saying?
They don't know how
buy,
business works.
Yeah,
It's like,
it
I get
doesn't. It
money
doesn't
off
work
of
that
that,
way. It
so,
doesn't.
right,
They keep
yeah.
crushing the CDs. We guess can't keep making them. You just don't press anymore. They're just gonna crush them. Man. I don't give a fuck. But yeah, Burt Reynolds, Mac Miller, Nike launched a great campaign, man.
I like the joint. I actually bought
Y'all
some
all
Nike
over the
shit
place
today.
tonight. Y'all fucked the order up. We were supposed to go, damn, Mac Miller, boom, Burt Reynolds, boom, or the Nike. How the fuck we go from Burt Reynolds to Nike?
To real radio,
Y'all
man.
fucked
You
it
know,
up, man. Y'all got
Real
no
radio.
attention
It's
span
fresh to us,
whatsoever.
just like it's fresh to the audience, man.
Drop the chalupa on that one. Yeah, so Nike, great campaign.
Yeah, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
For those that don't know, get the fuck from under that rock. Endorsed Colin Kaepernick.
Oh, yeah.
Funny, they endorsed a lot of athletes that lately have been catching hell. Serena Williams, you know, she caught
But
hell
think
for
about
having her
the
cancer.
hell they catching this from a different set
Yeah, I
of
mean, you
people.
know,
So
it's-
they almost showing you like there's more people that fuck with them that don't fuck with them. So it's all about money. They wouldn't
Dude
do it if
burned
they
his
think they was gonna make money.
Nikes
Yeah,
on his feet.
yeah, and that says a
Set
lot
them
about
on
him.
fire
That says a lot
while
about
he
him.
was wearing them.
Right.
Feet blistered and everything.
He didn't even think about the next step. Basically.
Oh, hell no.
That's
He
what I'm
was just
saying.
like,
yeah.
take this.
The next step.
take
Like, what I'm
this
gonna do
Nike,
after these
you know
shits
what
on
I'm
fire
saying?
now? You know what I mean?
Set his goddamn feet on fire.
But you know
So
he probably gonna sue Nike for that though.
you can't sue. Ain't
No,
nobody
you
even
can't
going.
sue
I
no
bet you
Nike
somebody
for
gonna sue Nike.
No lawyer is even
For
going
their
to.
shoes being flammable and shit. Like I ain't know y'all shoes
Yeah,
could catch
they
fire.
not supposed to be
Put
flammable.
gasoline and shit. on.
Bet
Yeah, nah, I feel you. I feel you.
that definitely might happen.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, we'll
I don't
see. You don't
I
know.
don't know.
So
No.
yeah.
I mean, I bought some Nike shit.
We'll
today,
wait.
so-
We'll wait for y'all. Go ahead.
I bought some Nike shit today.
You did.
The hell
Hold
yeah.
on.
Oh, and now it's
Oh, you
funny
wanna
because
listen.
they're just now
Hold
starting.
on. Time out. We gonna let them finish. Y'all done? Y'all done?
A spotlight. A
But
spot-
it's funny because Nike is now endorsing people or having spokespeople. They weren't at first. Adidas was having all the spokespeople, or they had
Yeah,
the
people was jumping ship from Nike.
Yeah,
for
This
some
Adidas,
lady-
reason,
and
right?
now everyone is on
This
Nike.
lady
They know it's gonna
said,
get them paid. That's all.
You can keep your Nikes. I prefer my Converse instead.
Who you talking about?
This lady on one of the posts that I got on Instagram, she was like, I'm not going to wear Nikes anymore. I'll stick to my Converse. I'll stick to my Chuck Taylors anyway. And I was like,
Chucks are made by Nike,
Nike.
now. Does she know that? Oh, she
No,
don't know
she
that.
doesn't.
Well, let her
Apparently.
keep buying her Converse, and
It's-
Nike still get their money.
there's no way you're going to buy tennis shoes and Nike not get a piece of that. I think they got a piece of like
Everybody, a little
a
bit.
little piece of everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Monopoly.
Yeah, I mean, it's you just give it another name so you can't get sued. You know what I'm saying?
And this ain't nothing new for
Like
Nike. I mean, they've
100%
done campaigns
Yeah.
that was, controversial campaigns and shit. I'm not a role model, all those different type of.
But you
joints, so.
become who else did they endorse? They Odell Beckham.
Oh, yeah.
What he do?
He's part of the new campaign. It said, he's reached out, the one hand grab and don't wait for this moment to play like this. You know what I'm saying? So, who else was it? What's the football player with one hand?
Oh, the new dude that
Yeah.
came out. Yeah, he was in it. Yeah.
Hold on, it's the one-handed professional football player.
He played defense too.
Yeah.
One
Defense.
hand.
One
Defense.
Wow.
You can't.
So
He
it's
just,
off
he just
at the
balanced
wrist?
with that joint.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
he just balanced with that, and then he hit the brake quick.
I mean, the thing about shit like that is when you lose at a certain age, you just compensate. It was a guy that we played basketball with, Doug. He had a little arm, Joe. And my first mistake on the court was, I'm going to check Doug. He got one arm. Shit, this should be light work. Man, I got roasted, man. I got elbow, slam, dunked on. It was pathetic, man. It was, yeah.
What is the other good?
And the only
name?
reason Doug didn't play, he was a big dude too. The only reason he didn't play, yeah, it was sad, man. But the only reason he didn't go pro is because they wanted him to do some special Olympics, like some special,
And he said, "Fuck
Special
that.
Olympics.
I'm
not
regular.
special Olympic, but like special football,
He
like
like, I'm
for
regular. I want to play with the
kind of
regular
handicap
people.
leagues. And he
Yeah.
was like, fuck that.
I'm gonna go out there
Nah,
and
yeah.
roast them.
He roast them and shit,
Right.
be the hero and shit, a bunch
Right.
of slow people and shit. Nah, fuck out of here. So that was this week in the wrap up. So unfortunately, unfortunately we got to get a little heavy right fast.
Oh yeah.
This is National Suicide Prevention Week. Awareness Week, Suicide Prevention Week. Either way.
Awareness, prevention.
So let's get into some of these suicide numbers. And this is really it was really staggering when I really got into it. It was so in 2016. So on average, there's 44,965 suicides each year.
45,000.
Yeah, 40. Well, yeah, rounded off. Rounded
shit.
44,000 each year. The 10th leading cause of death in the United States. Suicide.
I believe it.
Huh?
I said I definitely believe it.
Yeah. For every
We just suffered from two of them, Kate Spade and
Oh, yeah,
who else?
right. And,
Anthony Bourdain.
Anthony Bourdain.
And now, isn't it crazy now? Anthony Bourdain helped negotiate the deal between Asia Augusta, the girl that I was talking about molested the young boy, and paid him the $350. He negotiated the deal. So it's strange that it comes out that I'm not saying it's a coincidence in his death, and I would hate to, link the two, but she got caught. I mean, he, took his own life.
So he was part of that.
Yeah. Yeah, he knew about it and he brokered the deal. He was the middleman for it. So she comes out. So in the same year, he commits suicide, and it comes out that she, actually molested this young dude. It's crazy the connection that. But back to suicide. So it cost America $69 billion a year.
How?
Right.
How it costs America?
Right.
Probably grief counseling for your family.
So that's
burials,
not the same as
burials. Hospital
that don't
stuff.
count as a regular burial.
How's it?
It's a special. You killed yourself. I mean, it
It's a
counts. It
special.
counts.
So
It
they
counts.
counting the price basically
If you
of
get
all
hit
that
by a
stuff,
car,
right?
boom. Okay, how many people died? And how much does car deaths cost us a year? They can calculate that. So how much does suicide deaths cost us a year? Whatever the
Whatever the backlash.
whatever the
all
backlash from that is, it's costing us somehow. You got to bury those people. You got to have ceremonies. You got all of that adds up into boom. You killed yourself, so this is your bill. Damn, that was fucked up.
Right, and who
This
pays
is your
it?
bill, right?
Who
Well, your family
that?
pays
Right,
it.
yeah,
You
I'm
know
about
what
to
I mean?
say,
So
right,
that's
yeah,
who.
pass
So
it.
That's
that's
the government
that's
for
the
y'all ass.
and the government has to whatever they got to do for to give your family counseling, therapy, or what have you. That's $69 billion a year. All right. So on average, it's 123 a day. And firearms account for 51% of all suicides.
You said
Y'all
100 something a
they
day?
got
though?
all those
123.
guns, huh? They need to be careful.
All those guns, yeah. All those loose gun cabinets and all that. 51%.
So if you do the math on that in the course of this show, it's gonna be X.
Yeah,
amount of
I don't
people
want to
who,
know.
what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's how it will break down though.
Yeah,
If you break
definitely.
down the hours in the
Well, I
day.
mean, you got to think about it.
100
Let's see, 24 hours in a day, 12, it's roughly, you know what I'm saying? It's five every hour.
That's
That's
why I
messed
just
up to
say
think
I'm
that,
just
though,
happy
right?
to
Like
be
five
rounding, I
alive.
mean,
Five
quick
people not
math.
gonna be here at the end of the show. You know
I'm
what I mean?
happy to be alive.
Due to self
And
inflicted.
like I always say, man, if you feeling like you can't make it, man, call me. Call me. I mean, I'll try to answer the phone. If you feel like you need somebody to talk to and you don't want to call some nameless person at the suicide hotline, call me, man. I'm here. 202-531-6993. That's right. Sound right?
What is it?
531-6993. 202.
Don't call
That's
if
my
you
number.
can't.
Yeah, don't
be
call me to
talked
be
down.
playing and don't call me to let me hear you dropping all that time. Don't fuck my night up. But if you really feel like you need somebody to talk to, it's getting heavy and shit, just reach out, man. I'm here to try. At least
Damn
listen,
sure ain't
man.
never that serious to kill yourself. Though. I
Right.
mean, think about
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
Everybody
I
had a
just-
bad day, and you wake up the next day
couldn't-
like, all right, you kind of get over it. So it's
I
just
can't
like,
do it. It's not in me.
yeah,
So
to
I
kill
heard
yourself. Though.
that I don't know how they did this study, but basically the people who did kill themselves somehow regretted it 5 seconds into
What?
killing themselves.
Wow,
There was a study.
5 seconds. What?
Yeah,
5 seconds into
like you.
I'm about to
driving
school
off
put
of
you
a-
in timeout, dog.
I'm saying this. It was a
How they
study.
do that though? Right. What's
So
It was
maybe
a
these
study.
the people that survived.
Probably survived, or
How do you feel? Quickly. Damn, too late. 6 seconds. I mean, how do you?
there was a couple
What?
people that jumped off bridges and
Where
they
did you see
survived. So that could be it too.
That gotta be
But they didn't
sign,
kill
too.
themselves. That
That's
was
what I'm
an
about to say.
attempted
That gotta be a
suicide.
sign.
It's-
And
it's
actually, you know what's
it
crazy?
is.
That's attempted suicide. That's
It's
actually
still
500.
suicide. They ain't died though. It's still
What was the
yeah. So hey,
Oh, that's
if
body
you're gonna
injury.
do it, you're gonna regret it after.
Okay, I had it. Damn, I lost my attempted suicide numbers. Oh, okay. For every suicide, there's 25 attempts.
So 24 people, only one person got it right out of the 25. If quote unquote right is the word to say, but I'm just saying, no, one
What is
person.
wrong with y'all tonight, man?
What are you talking
You
about?
coming with your after death
We
facts
trying to
and
make
shit?
sure your facts are straight.
Nigga sent me an email from from beyond the grave. He said it was fucked up. He shouldn't have done it. You know what I'm saying? The line too long. I mean, come on, that's some bullshit. And you just, what is wrong with
Yo,
y'all, man?
you just said
You're the
there's-
winner.
There's attempted suicides
Right.
and
Right.
there are completed
Every-
suicides.
out of
So it's
every
like at the end of the
24,
day,
one
that one
was a
person who did it
success.
really, because think about it. You got
Right.
some dudes who do dumb shit to try to kill themselves. And then you got people who literally put a gun to their heart and they like, hey, look, I'm out the game right now. You know what I mean?
you get
You
the,
get that. You get certain people that really want to leave, and they leave. I mean, I knew a
When-
dude. He wanted to.
Yeah.
He did it. You know what I mean? He tried twice. And
Go
the
talk
second
to
time he
somebody.
Yeah, please,
Yeah, but
please.
Yeah.
So,
I would do that
Definitely.
though. Yeah.
men die at 3.53 times more than women to suicide.
To suicide.
Yeah.
That's the pressure.
You would think that, and you know what? It's funny. You would think that that y'all being more emotional, or seeming to be more emotional than us, that it would be more something along you guys' lines. But
I think emotion
I
is
think
letting
that-
it
I
out.
think-
Actually, I'm about to
There
say,
it
I
goes.
think that
Emotion
emotion
is
the
letting it
bottle
out.
up, the
It-
bottle
it
up
helps
is
to
what
know.
does it.
That bottle
It
up,
helps
but
to not
Kia
get to that
You
point. know what
can't,
I'm
you
saying?
can't, you just yeah. So you just
can't take it.
and the highest demographic is middle-aged white men. Now, crazy enough, now by the numbers, African American people are the lowest in 2016 to commit suicide.
Say the lowest. Yeah.
The lowest, yeah. So it goes Caucasians,
The highest.
yep. Then it's American Indians.
You don't, you don't hear that story too much.
Right.
You're right.
Well, I mean,
You don't-
if you really look into it, they're horrible alcohol problem,
oh yeah, yeah.
terrible meth problem now. Like and you know their history is fucked up, man.
Yeah,
You know,
because they
so
said, I mean, they didn't Columbus take the world? You said American Indians, right?
yeah.
Yeah, Columbus
course
found
they did.
America.
You say what they do?
He found America.
Yeah, he.
No, Columbus didn't find shit.
Columbus ain't find a damn.
They
Got
got,
it.
they got, they got
I'm
some
gonna find
food over.
when I leave here, I'm gonna find your house and shit.
Right.
It's my house. I found this shit.
They screwed over pretty
I don't
boy.
care if it's people over pictures on the wall and shit. This is my house. I found it. You know what
Oh
I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah, yeah. It's a lot of right. I mean, and just what happened to their people, man? Pushed them off on the
Yeah, I
reservation
mean,
and everything. So,
and they've been
yeah.
basically being written out of history, and they were exterminated. That was the first great. Well, one of I'm not gonna say the first, but that was one of the first genocides, man. That was
Yeah, and like you say, it's
they
one
wiped
that
them
talk
out.
about. The Holocaust is
Yeah.
big too, but it's one that they don't really talk about.
Yeah,
Like
it's
you don't
just,
really
you know.
talk about the American.
and then they label
like
them
that.
Mexicans and shit. You know what I'm saying? They can call them Mexicans, so y'all don't feel for them and shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's why they be like, oh,
So after
where your people from? My people from here. My people been here. My people from here. I'm
then
from
my
here.
pictures, then my pictures on the
Me,
wall and
my
shit.
family,
You know
I'm
what I'm
from
saying?
here. I don't know about everybody. I'm from here.
So then you
go
have
ahead.
Asian and Pacific Islanders are next, which at a far lower rate than anybody else. You can see that, and then
I wouldn't know
bringing
that.
up the real black people, man. I guess we done been through it all.
Tough
It's
it out.
like,
We
yeah,
like,
we just
fuck it. It'll
fuck
be a
it.
better day tomorrow, man.
Fuck
We'll
it.
tough it out.
It's
man.
just I wasn't raised in my family to quit. Like you just can't, and that's to me is the ultimate form of just quitting. Like you just giving up on life, my nigga. Like.
Yeah, right. Just take.
I know
yourself out.
yesterday was fucked up, you know what I'm saying? But nigga, you got like 1,000 days left. Like nigga, you giving up on life? Like,
Nah, like I say, man,
I just it's just not in me to just, you know, I can't quit. Not. But, you know, then that also goes into something we'll get into in another date, mental health. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are going through mental health issues and they can't cope, don't know how to cope, or don't even know that they need to cope. You know, and that leads to
Don't let nobody tell you ain't nothing wrong with you though.
Right.
Yeah.
If you know it's
we do
something
that a
wrong
lot.
with
Though.
you,
We dismiss a lot.
you
of
go
shit,
talk
though.
to
We just-
somebody. Don't let nobody dismiss you.
Because we do.
Ain't
dismiss
nothing wrong
it.
with you. You alright.
But
No,
isn't it-
the fuck, I'm not all
isn't
right.
it-
I
isn't
need to
it-
go talk to somebody.
It's crazy to me that white males being the most suicidal are also the most coddled in society. It's like I don't understand how you are the top of the food chain. You can go shoot up a whole crowd full of people and they'll chalk it up to mental health. But you have a young black kid in Chicago who watches his friends get killed They don't take into account PTSD. They don't take into account fucking old ass buildings with lead paint. They don't. I mean, all of that stuff contributes to their mental health and their mental well being. It's just written off, and maybe that's why we don't commit suicide. Maybe. I know it's a higher some other ways.
We don't
places,
commit
though,
suicide
you know?
because we're out shooting each other. So I mean, it's a
Message.
It's a lack
Five,
of.
man. You five for the
I'm
day,
just
man.
gonna
You,
keep it real.
Hey, can we cut
You know what I'm saying?
Can we cut her? Look, man, we are not
It's
out
a
killing.
different
We
type.
are
We out here
not
killing
out.
ourselves.
Look, okay, in some places, yes, we are punishing each other. But as if you look at that as through the keyhole, then that's all you're gonna see. But if you open the door up, there's a whole lot of people, black people that never seen, shot, or heard a gunfire. You know what I mean? It's not just we're looking at the news's narrative when we look at. Like I said, it's definitely, but
And
it's
I
not. We're not
also-
out killing. We're not just not out killing each other like that.
I mean, of course not. But I
mean-
also want to know what do they also feel is suicide? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's,
I
you know
think
how
killing yourself.
I mean, of course
I mean,
that
that's-
too. But you know how
jumping off a bridge,
when you said that
swallowing
you
pills.
said how much was it accounted for in a year, like $50-something billion. So
it's
are they?
billion,
Yeah. So are they accounting like the person that's shooting themselves and taking 4 people out and then shooting themselves too? You know what I'm saying? Is that
Oh,
also,
are they adding
you know what I
up
mean? Is that
the collateral damage
right?
from there? I mean, possible. And I would think.
But I think they're going
I'm
to
just trying
mass
to figure out
shooting.
Is that a separate category?
Right.
Murder,
Yeah,
The
that's what
mass-
I'm
the
saying.
mass
That's
shooting
that could be
category.
Right.
you know.
That could
Because
be
they-
that too. Right. Okay.
Because they got
Okay.
numbers on
Rest
that
in
too.
peace to them 2 little boys.
Okay. Right. And the mother.
Yeah.
Well, the mother
little boys.
did kill
So
What?
the kids.
Rest
So
in peace to
something
the 2 little
happened,
boys.
what, Thursday, where in Wednesday, Herndon, Virginia, a mother shot her 2 kids and then killed herself.
Damn.
stress is real, man.
And she was Indian, if I'm not mistaken, or Ethiopian. She wasn't, black or white.
It's not it's not something to play with, man. If you feeling like you
Stress.
just stress, if you feel like you're hurting yourself, I know some people that cut
And
themselves.
she was highly
Yeah.
educated.
I knew somebody
highly
that did that too.
educated.
Yeah.
Highly educated, right.
I ain't had nothing to do with it either. It was far from done.
Yeah, it doesn't just because you can rationalize what you do or you have the ability
Mental
to,
health don't discriminate.
It doesn't,
It
it
don't
doesn't,
care how many degrees you got. It don't care. It will get you. Gotta be careful.
So firearms is 51%. I'm trying to get over this. I'm really over talking about suicide is kind of.
But like you say,
drag.
that's why they have this
gotta
week
talk
set
about
up
it.
for
Yeah,
the
yeah.
awareness
You
to
gotta
bring
talk
it
about
up. You know,
Gotta
so
talk about it.
So
yeah, you gotta talk about it.
suffocation 25.9%.
Suffocation.
Yeah,
Now
suffocating.
you know you got
yourself.
accidental
Suffocating
suffocations
yourself?
too.
And that includes hanging. Yeah,
That's a form of suffocation.
yeah,
What, hanging?
yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's not okay.
Yeah.
That's all one.
All one bags over your head. All of that.
Anything taking that oxygen
You
away
can
from you. Yeah.
suffocate yourself.
Poisoning 14.9%.
Poisoning.
Yeah.
Is that like?
So
Is this
drinking bleach.
worldwide?
Is
No,
that
this is United-
that's-
this
is
is
that
United
different
States.
from
United States.
Pills,
Damn.
or is that the same?
I think that's the same as pills.
That's all in one category.
All in one, and any type of alcohol poisoning, drinking too much, drinking bleach, anything that's that you're not supposed to intake, bring into your body, and use to kill yourself. That counts as.
And you know the thing to get me, like people who will do stuff like that, or they'll take a whole bunch of pills or something. Like you gotta feel that though. You dig what I'm saying? Like at some point
Yeah.
you're gonna feel when your body start going through the process, and then eventually, yeah, you'll probably OD or be out. But you feel that though. Versus someone like you say, if you shoot yourself, it's quick, or if you jump off a bridge, or whatever the
Right.
crazy things that people.
Yeah, there's
do.
no turnaround time. There's no get them to the hospital, quickly. None of that.
They
It's
might not be thinking
right.
about that. They like, I'm about to take all these pills
Man, you
and
take a
fall
handful
asleep.
of pills and just
I'm just
pop it
gonna
in
fall
your mouth.
asleep and
though.
then
That's-
never wake up.
Right.
yeah.
Simple. That's what probably what
And
they think.
8.2 is other. So I guess that would be any type of.
But don't do that though, people.
just
Don't
other
do
types
that.
Yeah, just random types of freezing yourself or jumping into I guess I don't know
Now,
putting
let me
yourself
ask you
in
this:
a-
how do y'all look at suicide? Is it a selfish act? Like, do you look at it like a? Because obviously the person doing it, I mean, it's big with them. But do you look at it like a selfishness type thing?
Like, why would you kill yourself?
Yeah, like
But-
or affect your family or leave your people
them.
hanging or.
I
say
mean,
fuck
not to
them.
say it like that, but fuck them. I mean, you know
Our
what I'm saying?
comments was off earlier, but then see, fuck them. You know what I mean? Like, think about it. Fuck them. Though.
Yeah, fuck them. If you at the state where you have to kill yourself, or you feel like you have to kill, and you couldn't, and you felt like you couldn't talk to them, then fuck them. At this point, fuck how you feel after. I mean,
But what about kids or something? If you got kids, you got family, you got people that got to
if
deal
you got
with.
kids, I'm not. When I say fuck them, I don't mean like the kids and shit. But if your husband couldn't, wasn't there to see that you were going through something, or the signs when people aren't happy, the signs are there. You know what I'm saying? You can see it on. You could be walking around something. I feel great. They be like, but man, you don't look like you feel all right. You know what I mean? You can see when somebody's going through things, or when somebody's faking. Yeah, I had a buddy, you know what I'm saying, who was telling me that, like I told you, I be having panic attacks. So that's some really, and I know I just say it, and he was asking me the other day, he was like, man, you ever had a panic attack? I was like, nigga, all the time. Like, whenever I try to go to sleep, I have a panic attack. If I fall asleep, I'm gravy. And if I try to go to sleep, the worst thing now is if I fall asleep on the couch, I'm asleep, but then I got to get up and go upstairs. Now I'm awake. And now I got to put myself back to sleep. And now, boom, here comes the panic attack.
So it's a panic of going to sleep?
I think I'm scared to go to sleep. No bullshit. Like, I have a real life, like, I can't breathe. I can't stay still. It feel like my body, like I'm inside my body going crazy. Like, I can't. Like, and he asked me how.
Go talk to a doctor.
Yeah,
They got this thing called a sleeping pill.
I don't want it. I don't want it. I
don't want to sleep.
I don't take headache.
You don't
medicine.
have to be on it forever.
I don't take cold medicine. I don't want none of it.
You don't
I don't
have
want
to be
none
on
of
it
them
forever.
man-made,
That's
pressed
the people
out.
problem too.
No.
You don't want the help.
No,
But
they will have something that will help you.
No, well, one thing I'll say, Jenna, like I said, I don't mean to step on your toes, but my opinion with that is that the pill is too easy of a solution. Anytime something ain't right, we say go get a pill. Think about it. If you're not sleeping, there's something natural you can do.
Feel bad to the point where you feel like you got to kill yourself. Give me the pill.
Not kill yourself.
Give me the pill.
And then
It's going to help me get over the hump. It's going to get me in my right state of mind enough to where as though I can even begin to do the work. Give me the pill.
Sometimes it's more
if
mental
I can't
than
sleep
anything,
and it's driving me crazy to the point where, look, I got to function throughout the day. I got fucking kids to take care of, and I'm not getting my proper rest. Give me the pill.
But think about it. Say I give you a placebo. I give you a pill. I say this going to put you to sleep. Your mind might put you to sleep. All I gave you was a sugar pill. You dig what I'm saying? It might be just the thought process of, okay, this pill is going to do it. But it could be this thing called
Seroquel that's going to put your ass to sleep.
My thing is partial. What a pill is giving you is partial medicine.
Band-Aid.
Not even that. It's giving you a partial plant. That's what I'm trying to say. It's giving you a piece of a plant. That pill was a piece of this and a piece of that and a little bit of this. The cannabis and a little bit of this and a little bit of that, all to make. So if I can find the right diet, that should mellow out my goddamn mood, and I should be going to sleep
without needing a pill. Yeah.
I'm not with man-made and artificial. Until I find it, I'm just gonna have to find a way to go to fuck to sleep. I mean, I don't like pills. I don't like pills. I don't like it either, but and I refuse. I don't headache medicine. I don't like medicine. I don't like
not sleeping for 6 months either.
Oh, I've been sleeping. I mean, it just ain't.
And then I don't crash. When you crash,
they be happening during the day sometimes, but I don't have. The good part is now I'm painting for fucking 10 hours a day. So when I go home, it's over. It's lights out. But I still stay up till like 1 o'clock in the morning just so I can go to sleep. I can't sleep too long. I can't. It just
go to sleep too early and wake up in the middle of the night like.
Yeah, I wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning and then
looking around in the dark like.
And my body gets up like, yo, you sleeping too long. Like get up. And you should be doing something. It's something you could be doing. And the anxiety attacks. But I'm here to tell y'all, I got it. I got anxiety problems. For that too. So I mean, don't feel like Right. I'm still functioning. I'm still out here doing my thing and shit. So don't feel like, it's the end of the world because you have an issue or, talk to somebody, identify the shit, and then figure out what's going to work for you.
What's going to be best for you.
You might
be a person that don't want to take pills. You might be a one person that will take the pill just fine. Yeah, and the pill might help you just fine.
Right.
Try it out. The doctor going to say, here, take this and come back and tell me in 3 months what happened.
But if you feeling, you
ain't like it, then don't fucking take it.
You feeling out of yourself, you feeling
look
violent,
at all the side
effects
sometimes.
All I'm saying is, if it's
going
to save your life,
side effects may include
suicide is one of the side effects.
It's going to save your life.
Suicide. You might really go kill yourself.
My man
it's
took
worth looking
Chantix,
into.
right? You know Chantix, the joint to stop smoking jacks and shit, right? And they go through the real quick rundown on all the things you can get. And one of them they say is like hallucinating dreams and suicidal thoughts, right? But they just slide that in real quick, right? That happened to my man. Yeah. He stopped because he was like, "Yo, I'm seeing fire and shit when I'm asleep." He was like,
Yeah, that shit
seeing
not
all
for
this.
you, man.
And I'm just like, "Yo, think about
it's
it."
a blanket-
versus the willpower of just saying, "Fuck it."
Some people just don't have willpower.
You
though,
take a
like-
pill, and then this pill had you manifesting and seeing.
But some people
Judgment
don't-
Day or
some
some
people
shit.
really
Like, it
don't-
was like, what
That's
the fuck
because,
is
like
this?
he said, that shit come from plants that'll really do that shit to you for real. If
Yeah.
you really get a hold of that
Mushrooms
right
and
Yeah,
plant.
yeah, you're right. All this
But
shit is derived
and
from
everybody
nature,
don't
I mean.
react to the same Jay that you may smoke. I smoke. I may not feel what you feel. I might be able to do what you can't do. Or you might be able to. You ever seen that show Sense8? I keep telling everybody to go watch this jump. It's kind of if you ain't turned off by a whole bunch of sometimes homosexual stuff going on. It's not. It's weird. You gotta watch it because it's like 8 people connected to one consciousness. So when I'm having sex, all y'all have. We all share the same consciousness, or somehow, if I have sex, y'all can all tap into me having sex, and now we're all having sex. Like you know what I mean? So it's like if I could do karate, you could do karate, you could do karate. Just call me when you need me, and I'm my consciousness will go into you, and now you're doing karate. Like
What is rank 'em on?
Netflix.
Netflix. All right.
But it's off now. It was 2 seasons, and nobody was. It was
still there.
yeah, it's still there. It was a good ass joint. Nobody was watching it like that. It was kind of. I mean, the homosexuality of it turned people off. It was some gay characters, a transgender character, so that automatically made people feel. And then when you watching, a giant orgy on screen, it's kind of like, oh, what the hell, So, but once you get past that, the idea of it, the same people that made The Matrix, the brothers turned sisters, the Wachowskis, did that. So, but that's anyway.
brothers turned
Long
sisters?
story short, let me wrap that shit up. He was saying that everybody has
Yeah,
a
that's
mix.
just-
I don't know. Yeah, that's what I'm
that's
about.
just-
Yeah. We'll talk off air about that one.
Everybody,
Show.
everybody has a drug or something that they're supposed to be taking to mellow them out. So mine may be cannabis, yours may be shrooms, yours may be coke. You know what I'm saying? Keith Richards and Ozzy Osbourne have been doing heroin for fucking 70 years, and they're fine. You know what I mean? But me go behind the joint and hit the dope one time, and I'm done. You know what I mean? Everybody has, the guy would say, everybody has their mix of whatever it may be. It may be a pill, it may be, but you just gotta find it. And
But it's also the chemical breakdown of everybody's brain,
Yeah.
And like you said, what would make one person think that this is it, I have to kill myself, versus another person that'll fight through it, so.
So real quick, and hospital visits. 500,000 people visit the hospital yearly for self-injuries. Like going in there, they cut themselves, they, OD'd,
Yeah, that sounds about right, though. Yeah.
So if you feeling like,
On purpose, though?
yeah,
Talk about like
cutting yourself,
like not like you was cooking something
some
and
people-
oh,
some
shit,
people-
chop
Oh,
my
no.
finger
Some
off.
got
people,
caught.
some people like
Or
that
didn't.
shit.
Some
Talk
people
about like a
themselves.
cutter that cut too deep type shit.
Not like some people that when they're feeling upset, they cut themselves. Like it's a
Cut
way
it,
to
cut
bruise themselves.
How do you bruise yourself? Like punch yourself? Like
Yeah.
Throw yourself against
You seen
the
it thin
wall.
line between
I-
love and
I
hate.
was just
You
about to
smack
say,
yourself
right.
with the
Smack the
boom.
shit out
You know what I'm
of
saying?
yourself
I
with
mean,
that.
slam yourself.
Broke her shoulder and shit with the
slam your
door.
hand in the doors and shit like. I mean, it's because you don't do things like that. You don't.
I can't
You
wrap
can't
my brain
imagine
around
all the
why
ways
would
that
you
you
do
could
that to
possibly hurt
yourself?
yourself.
and what's the point?
I mean,
Just to feel pain or
some
to
people
get
actually like
attention?
pain. It
You
has
see
a
what I'm
name
saying?
One
Is
for
it
pain.
to
Go to the
feel
hospital.
pain,
People
or
like
is it
pain.
to get that attention? Is it
go to the
Munchausen?
hospital.
Where they
Some people to get
want to
attention
be
too.
sick so people can treat them a certain
Yeah.
way?
It's
It's like a cry for help for some
everything,
people.
yeah, everything. It's sometimes it's just a release for them. You know what I'm saying? I feel they made me feel pain, so now I'm gonna make myself feel that I'm not worth it. So I'm gonna I don't know. I don't have the problem, so I don't know what would make somebody go down that road. Man, that's a rough jump, But like I said, if you feeling like that, call me, man. Or call the suicide
ways
hotline.
to feel better about
What's the
yourself
number for
too,
that? You
right?
got the number for that?
I do actually. 1-800-273-8255. 1-800-273-8255. Somebody's always on the other end of that. I mean, it's not. It may seem bad. But it's not that bad, man. Somebody's always there to listen. Somebody's there to talk you off the ledge, or talk you to need a friend or something, man. Come on down Fridays, man. Come sit with us and come hang out, man. We can go do some stuff. I mean, it's not that bad, man. Life is never that bad, what I'm saying? And there's always somebody that has it worse. As bad as you think you have it, there's somebody that has it worse. I had a rough upbringing, but somebody had it worse than I did, and somebody had it worse than them, and somebody's gonna have it worse than all of us, man. That's just the way this bullshit cookie crumbles on this earth. You know what I'm saying? That's just But you're not alone, you know what I'm saying? If you feel like you're alone, you're not, man. Just reach out to people, man. If you feel like nobody loves you, man, you know, the phone works two ways. You can give and you can receive calls. You know what I'm saying? So send out a call. If you want to hang out, you feeling lonely, call somebody to hang out with you. Call, you know, my number's on here. I'm not going to keep giving my number out, but it's on here, man. If you want to, you know, if you real life want to talk, man, just call me, man.
He available.
I'm not available, but I'm you know, I'm here to talk and shit, you know.
He gonna
Get
talk
some
you
calls
out of it.
tonight too.
Watch.
They don't call too late and shit, you know what I'm saying? I don't get a lot of
Nah,
sleep.
you ain't gonna be asleep.
You
Nah,
don't
you
sleep
gonna be
anyway.
You already told me you
He'll
gonna
be
be
up.
up.
Well, if
See,
I
you
fall
gonna be
out,
up here, take your call.
I
You
do be up
already
though, you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? But, you know.
Right.
I'm asleep. I'm
Yeah, I'm gonna be knocked out, right? Don't worry
Don't
about
Hey,
call
as a
me.
matter of fact, don't text first so I know, because I don't answer random numbers. So
Get a
text
heads
all
up
the
with
time.
the
So
text,
text
right.
first so you'd be like, look, I need somebody to talk to, and boom, and then I'll call you right back or whenever I get to it. You know what I'm saying? I'll definitely, because I do sleep 2 or 3 hours a night. So.
All right, cool, man.
But
Let's go.
yeah, so we have we do have a guest. We're gonna take a quick break. We want to talk about happiness, man, self-love. That's what we're gonna get into now. So we done with the heavy, and now we're going for the next week or two. We're gonna get into just ways to just love yourself, man, and just different
Ways to prevent
Well, not I
what's
guess
name from
ways
happening.
to love
Right,
yourself,
right.
but,
Start with yourself, right?
Because we're happy.
Helping others helps yourself too, man.
Yeah, definitely,
Right.
definitely. So
That's real. Yeah, that's real, man. I mean, you get
you feel
rewarded
good
with that. You
Yeah,
feel good with that.
And it's crazy. They say they did a study that they looked at some kind of like serotonin levels in people or whatever, and when somebody genuinely helps somebody else with nothing in mind for return, their levels are higher. Yeah. You're just you're happier, naturally happier person. So we're gonna take a quick break, and we're gonna get Gabriella from co-founder of Gypsy Sanctuaries, and let her come talk about self-love.
All right, cool.
Two Real Radio.
We'll be back.
Me and Jada was reflecting about love. And I asked her, I said, what did she think was, one of the biggest revelations that she had about love? She said that you cannot make a person happy. And I thought that was a real deep idea. You can make a person smile, you can make a person feel good, you can make a person laugh, but whether or not a person is happy is deeply and totally and utterly out of your control. I remember the day I retired. I literally said to Jada, that's it. I retire. I retire from trying to make you happy. I need you to go make yourself happy and just prove to me that it's even possible. And after we cracked the hell up, we started talking about, we came into this false romantic concept that somehow when we got married that we would become one. And what we realized is that we were two completely separate people on two completely separate individual journeys, and that we were choosing to walk our separate journeys together. But her happiness was her responsibility, and my happiness was my responsibility. and we decided that we were going to find our individual, internal, private, separate joy. And then we were going to present ourselves to the relationship and to each other already happy, not coming to each other begging with our empty cups out, demanding that she fill my cup and demanding that she meet my needs. It's unfair and it's kind of unrealistic and can be destructive to place the responsibility for your happiness on anybody other than yourself.
There you go.
That
That's
man,
real, man.
that man
That's
has
real
tapped
shit.
into. If you follow him, you don't follow him on Instagram or whatever. You gotta follow Will. If you're not following Will Smith on Instagram, you bullshitting. That guy's having the time of his life, and as you can see, man, he's talking about just making yourself happy. I love that. I watch that all the time. That's what gave me when I was telling you the other day about my approach to my relationship and everything. Now, like, if the house not clean, that's my problem. It's not on her to make me feel some type of way about that. If I want it a certain way, then it's my job to do that. And ever since then, man, I've been on fucking cloud 9. So
I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I'm realizing now. It took me a while, but I'm realizing now.
watch that joke every day.
I'm bothered by the sock in the middle of the floor. I'm bothered by
get
the
the shit
random
up.
pencil in the floor.
Get it up.
Right. Don't be mad at them.
I mean, the pencil in the floor, you got to get that. That's dangerous.
You
But
know
other
what I
than
mean?
sock, you know what I'm
but
saying?
I learned how to step over it and keep on going. Just
I'm
like
telling
how
you.
they do. So much more peaceful.
And what happens is they'll start doing the same thing because it's not bothering you anymore. They'll start to, catch that. But we're joined with Miss J. Gabriella.
Welcome to our show.
Hey, welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming on.
Thank you.
So tell us a little bit about yourself and Gypsy Sanctuary.
Okay, so my name is Jade, and I'm the co-founder of Gypsy Sanctuary. Shout out to my business partner, Tay, she's listening. But it's a healing crystal and spiritual jewelry line. Whether you believe in crystals or not, it's there to help you be more conscious and intentional about the kind of energy that you're bringing into the world. So,
Well, she was just talking about medicine, and they're taking stuff out of everything, so it's not far fetched to believe that different crystals would have different healing characteristics.
Definitely. They do.
You just write down
Like, how does that work?
Just write down her.
Yes,
Just
Like,
write
how does the crystal thing
down
work, though?
alleyway.
because everything carries an energy. Like when you go into a room and you're like, this doesn't feel right.
Right.
That's energy. Everything carries an energy, just like crystals, everything.
Yeah.
So basically, just following your natural intuition when you going into somewhere. You know when you're not the hairs on the back of your neck stand up, or
That
you get
gut
around
feeling.
you get around somebody, you're like, that
Right
person is
there.
not somebody that I want to be.
Right there.
Right there.
Yeah, the
Right,
gut,
right there in the
right?
That'd be
gut.
like
Right there in the
indigestion
middle.
for me.
It's like, oh, no. Time for me to go.
So what got you into the healing crystals and?
It's a lot. Well, I'm from England, and when
I
I came
was
from
trying
this,
to-
when I came to this country, I started working at Busboys and Poets. You probably know it.
Yeah.
But
It's a ninja over there somewhere.
I met this one woman, and she just it's God. Everybody has been coming to me gradually. People who are teaching me these things. I didn't get into it. It just
It
Happened.
Yeah,
found you,
it
right?
got
It
into
found
me.
you, right? Exactly. Yeah.
But that's how you want everything,
Passion.
yeah.
organically, right?
Yeah.
So what do people come to you for? Like they come to you like to feel better about themselves, or to
No,
like
this
a
is just
consultation, or like
the
how does that work?
crystals and everything. It's for me. It's for everybody. It's not. I'm not like a qualified psychologist, anything
Okay.
like that. I'm just very passionate about self-love, and there are other things that I want to explore. I'm still getting into it myself, but there are so many things, different things that I want to explore and help people with. And maybe one day people will come to me for it, but right now I'm just feeling it out and seeing where it goes. But
Now, have you always been like a positive person? Like,
No.
is that no?
No.
So you had to
No.
learn to
So what?
learn to
What?
love yourself. Or how that work?
That seems so. You seem like such a naturally happy person. Like it's
Can
hard
you
to
tell us how
imagine.
you got from there to here? To
From
the not
being- yeah,
positive
yeah, 'cause
person
it's-
to the healer the crystals. What happened?
I'll try and say it like I'll try and summarize it.
Right.
Growing up, I was always just annoyed, frustrated, and I don't know if it was like, my mom and dad aren't together. Like everybody has something, and I don't know if that affected me really, but I was just annoyed. I hated myself. Like I hate the way I look, everything. Like used to walk with my head down. But when I came over, I don't know. Well, the first part would be when I came to this country and I started seeing people who look like me and with their curls and everything like that. And that like slowly started to make me feel better. And then I don't even know. It just came to me. Like people just came to me. And it's like, why am I going to waste my life like being upset, being mad?
Message, people. Y'all heard that? Why am I going to waste my life being upset?
Right.
Okay.
Some people mad at people that ain't even thinking about them right now.
Right.
Yeah,
Like, yo, let that shit go.
But
man.
some
Just keep
people
going.
actually define who they are by the pain that they're in. Like, why you always gotta be? I'm a survivor. Like, why you always gotta be surviving? like, why? You know what I'm saying?
Okay to let it
I always bounce back when I fall off. Why you gotta fall off? Like, why do you? Some people always need that bit of drama, that bit of whatever that defines who they are. I read the Art of Seduction, and they break down the different types of people, and one of them is the drama queen, or the damsel in distress. That can be a man too, or whatever. But it's somebody that always, for some reason, like, why you always need saving? Like, why somebody had to come to your rescue again? Like, you always in a situation where.
Nah,
That's just
scratching
some kind of
my-
code. I was like, we
Nah.
ain't worked that one out.
That's just scratching my ashy ankle. I mean, my ashy
Ankle.
That's cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, some people always need to define themselves by basically
Their pain.
Their pain. That's who they are. They'll always be, and they're just not happy, and they're looking for somebody momentarily to make them happy or to save them. But there's
Let
no.
me just say this on the back of that. It's okay to turn a page on life, people. It's okay to get to the next chapter of your life. It's okay to forgive those people and move on. It's okay to forgive those people for not being in your life no more, whatever the case may be.
Look, you ain't
It's
gotta forgive
okay to
them.
move right. It's
Just move
okay to
on.
move on. It's fine. It's okay to let that pain, that anger, that frustration. It's okay to heal yourself. You don't have to be stuck in that pain for years and years and years. That's just how I am. No. No, you shouldn't want to be like that. You don't want to be like that. You tired of being like that for real.
And the reason you in that position is because you're like that. I mean, you gotta just. It's some people that just look at the positive constantly. That's all they do. They just house burned down. Well, at least we all safe. We can always buy that stuff over again. I mean, those are the people that constantly. Whether you believe, I know my
always the
belief
bright
system
side.
or whatever, but it's all, those are the people that get blessed. Happy people get blessed. I don't know how that,
Yeah, it's true.
negative people,
true.
with your tight closed off, you're just closing yourself off to everything that's supposed to be coming your way because you're so worried about what's not coming your way.
But like, regardless, all of this is so much easier said than done.
Yeah, correct.
So it's like,
hell yeah.
how, like, in school, do you ever learn how to deal with your emotions?
Nope.
No, they don't teach you that.
Right,
They
they
don't.
don't do that now.
We don't have time for your emotions. We got to teach you calculus.
And like you were saying, like, you can't sit still. You said.
Well, I mean,
Right? Yes.
no.
Continue.
You
Yes.
never had
You are
been able to
correct.
sit
Yeah.
still. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I'm overly energetic. I definitely, I'm just too
But
grown
can
to
you
be.
stop your thoughts? Can you just be
Oh
like?
yeah. I mean, I've started. I've gotten back into meditating like you told me to do. I used to run. I used to run a lot, like until I hurt my leg. I used to run, 6-7 miles, and then I would sit and meditate at the end. After the run, because you're on like a super high. I used to do yoga, so I was into the whole supernatural. Trying to find ways to calm myself down, and then I went through alcohol and drugs and stuff like no real
That
drugs.
took you off the path.
Not no real drugs. I never did drugs. I just, popped some pills, did some Molly here and there. I never did any drugs. I'm a smoker though, what I'm saying?
No
Like,
drugs,
Don't do no
drugs.
drugs, dog. I don't
Regular
do no,
drugs, not the drugs.
like, I've been smoking for 23 3 years or something like that. And I don't do, my buddies.
Don't do
they
the
did,
drugs.
They did shrooms and
Stick to the regular drugs.
And I stayed around when they did them and stuff. And I was like, you just don't look like you're having fun. Like, I mean, that just wasn't my lane, But I definitely, it took me 35 years to come to the conclusion that it's my problem to fix and not my lady's problem to fix.
Yes, that part. Don't miss that message.
It took me 35 years.
It's
a lot
all
of
your
head
fault.
button. It's all whatever you're.
Always no.
No,
That.
not saying it's my
all
fault.
my fault.
No, I do some dumb shit, so it do be my fault. But I don't. It's not that. It's my fault that I'm not happy. If you're not happy,
exactly. That's what I mean.
You have to
It's
be,
all your fault.
You have to
It's
be
your fault.
empathetic to yourself too. You can't just be like, I hate you. This is your fault. This is my
No,
fault.
but I'm not saying that
Like,
in a
you have
negative
to
way.
be-
I'm saying that in a way of accepting
But the
your
people-
situation. People
People
so quick
don't
to
feel
point
like
the
that.
finger
That's why they
You
and
get
want
this.
to blame other people for things that's happening to them. No, it's your fault.
your
It's what
self-esteem.
you allow it.
It is.
You know,
It
it's
is.
How
the
you feel
situation
about
you allowed
yourself.
yourself to be in. It's how you allowing people to treat you. It's all the stuff you allowed to slide. Now you
Yeah, like
in
she
the
said
trick
though,
bag.
like she said, it is harder than. I didn't have these tools at 20. Well, I kind of didn't give a fuck. At 21, I didn't give a shit. But at 15, 14, 13, I didn't have the tools to, I kind of always been all right with it. I'm kind of all right. I've always been kind of like oddballish, like, what I'm saying? That's why I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I never really gave a fuck for real because of what I went through early. So it was the things that I had to work out was being short and not having a six pack like that guy over there, or like this guy over here, or the girl don't like me because I'm too short right now, and y'all stuck now because them niggas fat. It was the things that you get when you get older. You realize it just who cares if I'm not the most attractive person in the room, or if I'm not the richest person if I'm not the most successful. Just be happy where you are, and if you're not happy where you are, that's your problem. Get on your job.
But going back to suicide and that kind of thing, you were talking about how, like, someone going through trauma and then they commit suicide. And it's just the chemical imbalance in their head. Like some people are just stronger. Like I was looking up this study they did on meditation. It can actually thicken certain areas of the brain and make you like less fearful and this and that. So, some people are going to be weaker than others.
Right.
Well, I was just raised not to, I was just by the people that raised me, and shout out to my village, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of y'all. But for the person that primarily raised me, they raised me to have willpower. It was kind of weird. They were, you can't stop biting your nails. Why? That's you. You can't stop doing that. You can't stop yourself from doing that. Like, and that's how I was raised. I was raised to
think.
You can't get that door. You can't get that chair through a door. Like, you're going to let an inanimate object defeat you? Like, you're going to give up on a chair? Like, it's a chair. Like, you can't outthink a chair? Like, so my willpower became, I can stop doing whatever I want to do whenever I want to do it. Like,
but that's positive. They're positively affirming you.
Right.
You know what
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
saying?
right. So it's definitely
They're
how I was
like-
raised and, how I came up.
Yeah. So
But
it's
everybody
like,
didn't have that.
Right, that's why I said, everybody
have to,
doesn't
like,
have that.
reprogram ourselves because some people grow up with parents who are like, you're stupid, you're dumb, you're this, you're that. We have to like reprogram ourselves to believe in ourselves. And that comes with sitting down with yourself once a week, being like, oh, I don't like this about myself. This is what I feel about myself. This is the truth. You know what I'm saying? Like really like sit down
Dig
with
in.
You recommend
Yeah,
like,
do the
like
work,
writing it
people.
out? Do you
Yeah, it's
It
recommend
ain't gonna
writing
happen.
or
Just happen.
Yeah, right.
like a journal
You
type-
gotta really
journal
sift
type
and
thing?
sort
Yeah.
through the stuff if you want to be better.
Make it, like she's saying, make it.
If
Not,
you wanna make
I mean, you don't
positive
have to make a
changes in your
checklist,
life.
but you can sit down
You
and
should,
you know,
yeah, you need
if you
to.
feel like you
I
want to
mean,
write it
really.
down, I keep a, and write down what you don't, things that you would like to change about yourself, or things that you see, or maybe things that other people see that you don't see, and just
and
slowly,
message right
man.
here,
It's not
too.
going to come overnight, though. It's definitely not going to come.
Message right here too. It's okay to want to change. It's okay to want to change.
Hey, no, fuck that. If you're not changing,
You don't have to
If you-
fucking be angry black guy all the time. You don't have
If
to be
you're-
angry black woman all the time. You don't have
if
to.
you haven't changed in the
Give
last
up
10
your
years,
shield all
then
the time.
I was about to say, kill
It ain't
yourself.
It's
too
okay
late.
to
That's
soften
definitely
yourself.
out of
It's
context.
It
okay.
ain't too late though.
But
You
yeah,
already
you
know. You can
definitely-
change.
you
You
Yeah,
can turn a
you
new
can change.
chapter, turn a page. You don't have
Change
to
is a
be.
part of life, man. Every day you're constantly
bitchy
changing.
all
You're
the
getting
time.
older. You're getting wiser. You're going through more experiences. You're supposed to change. It's okay. You're supposed to change. You're not supposed to be the same person you were 10 years ago. The way I look at life 10 years ago is so much different from when I
It's
look
okay
at
to
life
stop
now.
doing
It's-
something. It's okay to stop smoking cigarettes. It's okay to stop eating something. It's okay to stop eating pork. It's okay to start eating something. It's okay to try something new. It's okay, people. This your life. Like, explore, experience.
But it's so much bigger.
This the
and
one
it's,
life we got so far as we know.
I really think like programs should be put into schools because more and more kids are killing themselves.
but you don't want
So
free-
what can people do? Like, what are some things they can do? You say meditate.
Well,
You say write in a
meditate,
journal. You say
write in their journals. Yeah, because you have to like visually see, oh, this is a problem. You know what I'm saying? It's easy to just be like, oh, like I hate myself, blah blah blah, and the next day, okay, I feel good today. You know, because when that problem comes back and that demon wants to fight you again, you're
will.
and they definitely come back.
It will.
So, oh man. So real quick, tell people where they can find you, where they can your social media.
Okay, so you can find me on Instagram at I am Jade Gabriella, and you can find my business at Gypsy Sanctuary on
there you go.
Instagram too.
Oh, those
It's
the crystals right there. Yeah, that's cool. All right.
gypsysanctuary.net. So
And,
Can you tell us about this one that you're wearing right here, real
this
quick?
is a clear quartz. So this is for clarity. They say this is the ultimate healer, and it's for harmony. So I needed a clear mind when I came here. So this is why I picked this.
Do you have to wear it, or can I just like keep it in my pocket, or
Yeah, you
like,
can
does it?
keep it on your pocket. In your
Yeah,
pocket.
you can. Okay.
It's
And you
right
can
here.
feel the energy of that. Like that's.
Yeah,
Like,
it
you
might
feel
be
it.
like you were saying, it may be a placebo,
Right,
but
right.
you know what? Anything that brings good.
Yeah, right. About to
into
say
this
right. If
world
it
is-
works, it works.
Yeah.
well, you know,
Right.
natural. You were saying about in schools or whatever. You know, real quick, they don't want free thinkers. They don't want people to think outside the box. They don't want you to get natural remedies. They don't want you to be able to help yourself. They need you to feel bad about yourself. The food and everything. They need you to be
People,
in that
I feel
state.
like older generations, they're just like, I don't want to offend anyone, but they're just like
This too
sheep.
real radio.
They're just sheep.
offend
They're
nothing.
like, oh, this is what this doctor told me, so this is right. Blah, 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 blah. I'm just gonna follow the crowd, blah, blah. But I don't know, like how much you read or whatever. But there's supposed to be a great awakening. People are getting woke. People are realizing that you know you need to do your own research. You need
I was
to
about
think
to
for
say that.
yourself.
Took the words out of my mouth. Do your own research.
We got to
people.
change. Like you say, you got to change, man. The old way isn't working. Well, thank you for coming through.
Thank you for having
Yeah,
me.
thank you.
Definitely.
Definitely appreciate that.
Appreciate it.
Maybe there's something that you can recommend once we leave for my sleep. Something that'll help me, you know, maybe clear my head so I can sleep.
You got a
I don't
crystal
know.
for him, like something he could.
Well, I actually
Put
put,
on his neck and go to sleep.
amethyst in my pillow, and I haven't been able to dream for a long time. But once I started to put amethyst in my pillow,
That's the purple.
dreams
Isn't
Purple,
came
yeah.
out.
that the purple?
Yeah,
Yeah,
dreams came
yeah.
out.
It's a lot of
Sweet.
company,
So
yeah.
we'll
That's what's up.
definitely my dreams are all right. I
Well,
mean,
maybe a different crystal.
I just need something that's gonna. I guess maybe like you said, the quartz. Maybe something to just
Yeah,
clear
maybe.
my head because maybe when I'm laying down, it's just holy shit, rent's due in 23 days. Holy shit, rent's due in 22 days. Holy shit, rent's due in 8 days. What happened to the other 18,
I just
16
wanna say
days?
one more
you know.
thing. Anxiety and worrying about things like that is gonna block you. It's gonna block your blessings from coming because you're always worried. Like, you never want something to happen and you stop thinking about it and then it happens, or you want something to happen and you overthink it and it never happens. It's like.
So just stop thinking. And just
look, I'm
relax.
just-
Let it be,
Yeah.
people.
Yeah,
I'm just
live
gonna
that
stay.
moment.
I'm just gonna stay too busy to even worry about it, man. I'm just gonna, you know what I'm saying. And when it happens, that I'll
See,
be sleeping.
Can we
Let it
shout
be.
out that
Go with the
the
flow.
suicide number again?
Oh, the
Or
suicide
just in
hotline.
case.
One more
That
time. One more
hotline,
time.
y'all.
One more time.
1-800-273-8255.
Always
Correct.
open.
Always 24 hours. So man, make sure y'all, if y'all feeling like, and like I said, call me. Just run back to Joan. You know what I'm saying? And matter of fact, if you find me on Facebook, man, my number's plastered all over that joint. I'm out here. So if you feel like you need to talk, man, just hit us up. Or hit me up. Don't hit them up. They ain't answering. Text first
Be
though, so
sleep.
I'll know what it's
Oh, that
about.
circle.
Because I'm gonna need to twist one up so I can listen to you.
Jen Strong, love of
It's heavy.
life.
I'm your man C.
Chuck Wagon.
See you over there, y'all.
I tried to
And
hit
this
you
has
before I
been
couldn't
another
hear your
episode
voice,
of
man.
the one, the
The
only,
only
the
Two Real Radio.
Radio. See y'all next week.